Hey everyone! In today's episode, we're going to learn how to assign and apply physical materials in 3ds Max. The first thing we're going to do is create the sample object. Go to the Create panel, select the Bots tool, and draw a simple box in the center of your viewport. A quick tip, you can also hold Ctrl plus right-click in the viewport to access the quad menu for quick primitive creation. Next, we need to access the material tools. Press M on your keyboard to open the Material Editor. By default, this should open the Slate Material Editor. Now, let's look at the Slate Material Editor interface. If this is your first time using it, the layout can feel overwhelming, but it follows some logic. On the left, we have the Material Map browser, where we can select all the materials and maps. The large middle area is the Active View workspace, where we actually build our materials using nodes. And on the right side is where we tweak all the settings for the materials. I recommend organizing your workspace by dragging the dividers to give the middle view more space, as complex materials can get large really quickly. Before we create a material, we must define our render engine. Press F10 to open the render setup and ensure your active render, whether it's Arnold, V-Ray, or Corona, is selected in the drop-down menu. Now, let's look at the materials. This is the most common error, trying to use a specific engine material while a different engine is active. If you try, for example, render a V-Ray material with Arnold, the object will render black. For this tutorial, we are going to use the physical material. This is a modern universal shader that works across almost all the renders, including Arnold, Skyline, and Corona. I recommend using the physical material for this tutorial because it is physically accurate and the parameters are similar to other render engines like Corona. Go to the Material Map browser panel on the left. Expand the general rollout, locate physical material, and drag it into the central active view. Double-click the header of the material node in the active view. This will load its properties into the Parameter Editor panel on the right. Now, let's look at the Roughness parameter. This is the primary setting that controls how the surface reacts to the light. I want you to watch the preview sphere. If we set the roughness to 0, the material becomes perfectly reflective, like a mirror. But if we increase this to 1, the surface becomes completely matte, like dry chalk. I recommend setting this value to 0.2 or 0.3 to achieve a realistic semi-gloss finish. To change the color, click the color swatch next to base color and select a bright color, like a red or blue. If we want to add a texture, we need to wire a map. Go to the browser, drag a bitmap node into the view, select your image file, and then drag a wire from the bitmap output circle to the base color map input on the physical material node. The next step is to apply this to our geometry. Select the bots in your viewport. There are a few ways to do this. The first option is using the toolbar. With your material node selected in the Slate Editor, go to the top toolbar and click the button that looks like a sphere with an arrow pointing to a cube. Another option is to drag and drop. Click the round output socket on the right side of the material node. Drag the wire directly into the viewport and release it on top of the bot's object. A third option, and my favorite, is to right-click directly on the material node in the active view and choose Assign Material to Selection. Now, let's look at the Show Shade Material in Viewport button. You might notice that maybe after you assign the texture, your bot remains gray or a solid color in the viewport. This is because 3ds Max optimizes performance by hiding high-resolution textures by default. You must click the icon in the Slate toolbar that looks like a checker sphere. I recommend toggling this on right away for every new material you create so you can quickly visualize the scale and orientation of the textures without having to render. And that's it for today's tutorial. Now you know how to create, adjust, and apply physical materials in 3ds Max using the Slate Material Editor. If you found this tutorial helpful, consider supporting my work on Ko-fi/Archviz Explain. It helps me create more tutorials like this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and thank you for watching.